Who you see yourself? Look at the baby. Yeah, look at the baby. Okay, so I have to make this video, and I have to do it with Kaya looking at herself, so forgive me. Um, First of all, for those of you who don't know, my name is Deborah Dr. 7, and a video blog for my kitchen. During my daily life, I'm in the middle of just finished cooking breakfast. I'm in the middle of folding laundry over there. I gotta load in. It's Saturday morning. Children are back and forth. You're gonna see children. You're gonna have interruptions. That's my disclaimer. Now, with all that being said, who am I? Who are you? So I pose this question because are we what we do and what we think? Like, for instance, I have realized in my quest to find peace that I am not really the things that I thought I was. For instance, I am not a nurse. I am not a mother. I'm not even a woman. These are characteristics that I portray and project while I'm here. One of the roles that I play while I'm in this particular body is mother. But if you were to ask me who am I am spirit. I am everything. I am all that there is. You don't have to do that though. Okay, that is not even necessary. Did I ask you to do that?
No.
Don't play. I just said don't play. Okay? Thank you. He's crawling on the floor so he won't be in the video. Boy, by the time you get up over there, I can see you anyway. What difference does it make? Just do what I asked you to do, baby, so you can eat breakfast. Thank you. So, anywho, she won't get down. So, anywho, the reason I asked that is the body is thoughts, feelings, emotions, egos, pain, projections, comings and goings, life. You know, all of this is contained in the body, but all of this is temporary. That's the reason why people are so scared of death, because all of their identity pertains to everything that the body is. I'm not, you can go back. I'm my thoughts, I'm my emotions. I am this person, I am this type of person, I'm a good person, I'm a bad person. You are a spirit in a body. You are a spirit that came from the source of God that is now in a body. That's who you are. For those of you who have been walking around asking yourselves, who am I, all this time, or feeling confused. Now, what you do is, good morning. Go brush your teeth, wash your hands, wash your face, you eat breakfast, okay? Because you're finna eat. What I do is I play the role of a mother. I created this role for myself by having children. Play the role of a nurse because that's the career path that I chose. But I think the reason I ask this is because a lot of people suffer. And a lot of people suffer because they're trapped inside of their ego. Their ego is completely autonomic. It's a good tool. It's a good thing. It gives you a sense of I, but it gives you a false sense of I. Because then you begin to identify with the things that aren't really important. It's important that you play the role of whatever thing that you're doing. I'm a mechanic. But you see how when we talk, and it's part of our language too, we don't say, I play the role of a mother on a daily basis. Most people say, I am. They identify. The purpose of me even bringing it up is I used to do both. I used to identify, now I don't. The difference, what it has brought to my life, is the peace that surpasses all understanding. This is the peace that I seeked when I was a Christian, when I was seeking God and fasting and praying. This is, people. Some people want to be happy. Happiness is an emotion. It comes and goes, just like sadness is. But peace is something that can be eternal, and it's something that can last forever. Can you be peaceful while you're angry? It sounds like it's totally. You want to see that? Look, look. That's what you want to see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It sounds like it is backwards. How can you be angry and be peaceful at the same time? Because anger is temporary. Peace is forever. Anger is something. How do you get to the point where you have peace that surpasses our understanding? Because you know who you are. Every day I am aware that I am spirit in the body. I don't think about being the body. I think about spirit in the body. Spirit is the puppeteer, the body is the puppet. I don't identify with the puppet because the puppet is animated by the puppeteer. So without the puppeteer, the puppet is lifeless laying in the corner. So why would I feed into the puppet when the puppet really has no life source? The puppet is something that's being used. I identify with the puppeteer. Once you come outside of the body and begin to identify outside of the body as being spirit that was poured into the body, once you do that, you begin to realize that you are the puppeteer and you are the ones that pull the strings to the body. Now, of course, the body malfunctions on its own. You get sick, you get tired. These are things that the body is just going to do. Being aware that this is just what the body is going to do at all times. Or, getting mad that a driver cuts you off. You cannot play with the keyboard, mama. No, 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 you can't play with the keyboard. And being aware that you're going to be angry, that's just something that the body does. The body reacts to things. But being the puppeteer, being the one that's pulling the strings, gives you more options, gives you more choices. So when you realize you do have more options and you do have more choices, you realize that mostly everything is a choice. You have a choice whether to be happy. Oh, look who's awake. I really have to get out of my video now. Oh.
Should I take them up?
You can leave them. Okay. So, yeah, wet this for me. Okay. So you have a choice whether or not you're happy. Your options create your circumstances. Your circumstances create your situation. So the choices you make create your options. The worse choices, the more your options get limited. The better choices, it's all a game, basically. Doesn't that sound like a game? If I move right, if I move to the right, this door might open, this door might open. But if I go to the left, this door might close, this door might close. So you're always trying to figure out where you're moving to. But who is moving? People begin to identify with their emotions. They begin to identify with their desires. And not only that, but they begin to depend on it for their happiness. Well, if only I can get this, then I'll be happy. If only this man will treat me right, then I'll be happy. Happiness is a choice. You can be happy because you choose to be happy. If your brain thinks about being sad, you are the puppeteer, so you can override. You can push the override button and say, bam, we're not going to think about that today. We're going to think about something pleasant. The more you realize that you are the puppeteer and you're the one that's ultimately in control of the things that you do, the more you'll be able to do them. The problem is people don't believe that. Our biggest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our biggest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. That is most of the time most people's biggest fear. They're scared to go forward because once you go down that road, you don't know where you're going to end up. And people generally don't like being in a state of unknown, being in a state of change. So you'd rather stay pigeonholed where you are, stay unconscious to the power that you have because you're scared of it. So you would rather stay unhappy because you're scared to be happy. Unhappy is comfortable. It's a comfortable place. If you've been unhappy for many, many years, even if you don't want to be unhappy, you know how to do it. So some people would rather be unhappy because they know how to do it than take the risk of trying to figure out how to be happy. The funny part is, you know, I accepted a long time ago that life just is full of change. And most of the change can't be controlled. So you have to learn how to adapt. And I think the reason I did this, y'all know I get some crazy quotes on how to be a player. When she said back in the days, you know, the horses needed to eat the green foliage leaves. What happened? And she said, well, they couldn't eat them, so they adapted. They grew long necks. They had to change to fit the situation. That's part of evolution, is adapting and changing to fit situations. I think the problem with human beings is as we evolve outwardly, a lot of people don't evolve inward. I could go on forever about this. I'm just, putting things out there. So I will talk to you guys again, and peace, love, and blessings.